Hello, and welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. We're still doing the thing that we did in the last one. We're going to go get all the power-ups for the characters who didn't already have them, and then we're going to, do some Chao stuff, of which we got an emblem, because I guess, winning a tournament was as easy as that. So, more of the same, except we're going to get to see some more mods. And this next mod is a really good one. A really, really good one. This is Reject Amy. So, there's a mod called Amy Adventure that replaces every playable character with Amy, and this was a proposed thing that they were going to use for it, but it was rejected because I guess the creator of Amy Adventure, despite being brave enough to know that there should be an Amy Adventure 2, too cowardly to know that this was clearly going to be the best design that they could have possibly gotten. But this is Reject Amy by Shadow with 1117. I believe we saw one of their other mods in the previous episode as well. A lot of the same names we'll see throughout the things, because just people do what they, you figure out how to do a thing, you find a game you enjoy, and you just keep modding it, I guess. So I believe this power-up we couldn't have gotten until later on, at least according to the guide I'm following. Was it the second elevator shaft or it said something about like an elevator shaft. I don't remember if I think at the end of the elevator shaft, where we should start looking. It's like at the end of the elevator shaft around the second checkpoint. So I think that's what I remember from the guide. The guide that I read, just moments ago. I should probably remember it better. I think there's actually there's a Big the Cat down there too. I don't believe we saw this good boy hanging at the end of the elevator shaft. We got him on screen for a moment. I can't really move the camera around in a better way to get more of him. But he is there. Oh, here we go. There we go. We can see more of the boy. Boy loves to hang at the bottom of elevator shafts. He also did it in Cannon Core whenever we were there. And, oh, yeah, here we go. We couldn't have gotten this one previously because there were just crates in our way. I think this is going to be like the laser blaster, but for Eggman. Lock on missile power up. Okay, so it just increases the range of the attack. And maybe made it stronger. Not entirely sure, but that's what happened there. We now have a stronger Reject Amy, which this is so good. I'm like, I get why, someone looked at this and went, no, this is rejected. We can't put this in our mod. But also, I do stand by what I said previously about calling the very brave, wise person who knew that there should be an Amy Adventure. Still very, very cowardly to look at this and go, no, this is exactly what I want. Oh, there's a little dragon up here. That's nice. Well, I was gonna say we're kind of done with the aesthetics of our boy, but I think Zippy's aesthetics will never be complete. Yeah, we got the Ole, because it's just fun to change up your children, see what happens. Even though now I'm just so confused about the fact that just several hours need to pass inside the Chao garden. You think like end game time would count or something? That's just wild. Like they just expect people just to. Oh, that was a lot of monkeys and skunk. Don't really like the aesthetics they give. Oh, I need to blow this up. I was like, why isn't the door opening? We've been playing this entire level where we shoot door opens. Door opens when you shoot it. We played an entire game. I should know this by now, but I don't. Now, this is going to be the fun part. What will this look like when we go to the Chao Garden? I went and checked all of the mods, like to make sure that they worked and stuff, and checked the difference between Chao Gardens for Tails, at the very least, which is how I came across that Rouge Body one. But I don't remember what Reject Amy does for... Oh, we just come back as Eggman. And I have Eggman's Halloween one on, because like I said, I had that Halloween thing set. So unfortunately, Reject Amy doesn't alter Eggman's Chao Garden thing, since I guess it's it's a different model. And oh yeah, since we're evil, we can actually give Chiron, wherever the hell he is, we can give Chiron dragon, get some more dragon stuff on him. I hope, please affect your feet, not your head. Yes! Oh my god, that's perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I was gonna say you're the best, but I'm trying to be a better parent, and I know that you can't play favorites like that. Yeah, man, damn, I'm so glad we got the feet, because I love the ram horns. I mean, the dragon horns are pretty good. I wouldn't have been upset about it, but I'm just happy. I'm much happier this way. And we do have the cheetah? Tiger? Tiger. That one's a tiger. We have a tiger we could give to Chiron. But like I said, Chiron's stats have kind of suffered in the name of aesthetics. And of course, we're going to continue to suffer for our aesthetics. Now, I let a little bit of time pass between the... I let a little bit of time pass between the episodes and just stood in the garden for like 20 minutes. So it's probably not a big difference. I am going to go shake those trees and see if anything's happening there, because I'm not sure what was up. Oh, yeah, like I had mentioned that this festive, like Halloween things, like a touched-up version of a Halloween thing, that like original Halloween skins from the game. I believe that Eggman's like model was just the same, and this one, you know, gives him green skin, orange thing. And oh, the trees, the fruit are shaking. I think the fruit shaking means that they can fall, right? Or have they just always the fruit has finally grown. That's actually the reason why I mentioned the thing of like, oh, hey, I let some time pass because the fruit looked bigger to me. And, you know, basically every time I've come in, I've been like, the fruit looks bigger. But this time the fruit is absolutely bigger. We finally have our hero fruit, our I keep wanting to say villain, or like, there I actually almost said devil, but our dark fruit, which is nice. We can finally, like, give him to... Wait, oh, I thought he was going straight for a hero fruit, which is absolutely not what we want out of you, Chiron. So this is nice. We can finally get our thing. I'm not sure if they can just, like... oh, look at that fucking Chad walk from Zippy. Zippy knows that they're tough shit. They won the beginner karate tournament like it was nothing. It was no problem for them. They got hit, like, once. I don't think they can, like, just eat a whole bunch of things in a row because, you know, he's going to be full. Or can he just... He's not, like, boogieing down on it, but he, you know, he got a little bit of it. And, like, his little, like, crest thing's, like, red now. Which, actually, I liked it better when it was white, and it kind of went better with this, like, pink, purple, blue thing we got going on. I might actually swap over to a hero character so we can feed Zippy the hero fruit. Because I believe Zippy wasn't all the way here. No, Zippy's all the way hero, and I think Chiron wasn't all the way dark. Oh, man, he did actually manage to finish it all. I didn't think he'd be able to do it, but let's keep feeding the boy. If boy will eat, we will keep giving him food. You know, you always hear your parents talk about it as a kid, like, eating and stuff. I guess, and they still, okay. My parents were always weird about me eating because as a kid, you know, you put something on my plate, I'll eat it, but then I never want seconds, and I don't know, just that's the way I eat now. Like, I always just make sure, like, I get the food I want, and I don't want to go back for food. I don't know. And they like make fun. They still make fun of me. Like, you know, Zach will just eat what he has, and then he's good. And it's like, is that weird? It doesn't seem weird, but, you know, parents are also like, hey, just eat more food. Who gives a shit? It's like, no, I'm full. I'm good. It's fine. But, you know, we are gonna go do more stuff as Eggman, because Eggman has power ups we need to get, and we'll go on as Wario. Eggman has another power up to get. So weird that every character just happened to have 2 power ups. I mean, I understand, like, you know, there are power ups that we couldn't have possibly. Wait, won't the fruit disappear? Won't the fruit just disappear? Maybe it, like, re-randomized somewhere in the place, and I just don't remember. Maybe one of our children ate it while I wasn't looking. I don't know if that's a thing. If fruit, like, despawn, because, like, you know, we always have these, like, oranges just lying around. Are the oranges the round fruit? They are fruit that is round, but I don't know if orange is the round fruit. So sorry, Zippy, you're only going to get 2 hero fruit. I just noticed the weird, like, thing on his butt. Very good. I know the model's just reacting weird to the, like, animations and stuff. But I enjoy it. I think it's good. And we put on our sunglasses. And just, you know, you just power up our boys. You know, dig once more, see if we can get a hat. Because there's a hat hidden somewhere in the ground in all of the gardens. And just, I don't know. I don't know if it's hidden in a set spot and I'm just not digging for it. Or if it's, like, randomly, like, thrown down somewhere. And I'm just, you know, I'm not getting lucky. Or if it's just a thing I could look up and it would just always be in the same spot. It is weird that our hero fruit just spawned, like, immediately. You were Max Hero, I believe. Oh. That was a big... Wait, is he flying? He's just flying! I mean, I guess they have, like, fly stats and stuff, but... I don't know. That surprised me just to see him just, like, just fucking take off like that. Completely hero. And I think you were always completely hero. And you're just completely villain now. I was going to go sell some of those hero fruit, dark fruit. Since I was like, oh, they probably won't be able to eat them all, but... you know, Chiron ate 3 of them back to back, no problem. And Zippy only got to eat 2 since his other one went missing, unfortunately. It's so funny. So the stages even line up for at least for Eggman and Tails, because, you know, Tails was missing a thing in Prison Lane. You know, Eggman was missing one in Iron Gate. Then we were missing one in Hidden Base, and we are also missing one in Sand Ocean, which I don't know if, you know, the game's designed in such a way that, like, they expect you to, like, miss things and not find them and then, like, have to come back. Like, obviously, you know, there's power-ups you have to come back for. Like, you know, this one's pretty obvious right now. But it's just interesting that worked out that way. I suppose we'll get to see how nice that lines up with. I actually think it might line up for more, because I think we're missing a thing in Dry Lagoon as Rouge. And I believe we're missing a thing. Actually, I would like to keep that paired if possible. I think we're missing something in Dry Lagoon. And where else were we missing something as Knuckles? In Space? Oh god, yeah, I think it lines up with Rouge as well, because I believe Rouge is missing it in Mad Space and Dry Lagoon, which, you know, would be the equivalents of. Is there really nothing out here? I thought this would be the power-up thing, since there was the block, but I guess it was just the thing. Whatever. Guess we'll go the other way. Oh yeah, there's a Mystic Melody thing up there. Wait, do we have Mystic Melody? We don't have Mystic Melody. Is Mystic Melody the one where... Mystic Melody must be the power-up we're going after. Because I see the thing to do Mystic Melody. And the guy did say it was, like, near the beginning of the level. So let's see. What about Shadow? What is Shadow missing? Oop, I didn't want to hit the bomb. I didn't want to hit the bomb because it's like, oh, the bomb will bounce me into the thing, and then I'll die because I'll fall to my death. But then I just ended up falling to my death regardless, since I didn't, you know, complete the jump, unfortunately. Okay, let's let the camera swing around. Let's jump. And I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to worry about the bomb. And yeah, Mystic Melody is just right here. I couldn't see it in the distance. But there we go. We got it right at the beginning of the level. Did we have... We must have not had Booster back then, because this was a pretty easy one to get. Or, you know, I just missed it because, you know, sometimes you're just not super observant and you make mistakes. Oh, well, I thought I saw something for a moment, but it was just the camera switching. Oh yeah, I remember this room because we came in here and I made a big deal of like, oh, there's all these bottles and there's not really much purpose to it. Okay, but there we go. We got our Mystic Melody. Mystic Melody is so weird because I thought it'd be a big like shortcut thing, but it just seems to take you to weird places. Like this one was a pretty good shortcut. I guess I'm just more. I guess some of them are shortcuts, some are just like weird extra lifey bits, and I guess that's that for Eggman. Oh, actually, I was about to cut away, but there was one thing I wanted to talk about. Talk about with Eggman. So I went with this Reject Amy as the thing that we're showing off for Eggman, but there was actually another Eggman mod that I was super excited to use, but I couldn't get it to work. It's a playable big, or it's called Ultimate Playable Big, and what it does is it makes Big a playable like Eggman, I believe. Because in Sonic Adventure 2, like the Dreamcast version, in 2-player mode, Big was a playable character, and Big just used like Eggman's like mech and just kind of like walked around in it, and that was one of the playable characters. But for battle, they removed Big, like they removed Big's like cameos on the original battle for the GameCube. This version added stuff back in, added most of the Big cameos back in. But I believe Big wasn't added back in for the 2-player mode. But it was just Big walking around in the Egg Walker, and function just like that. And this mod makes Big playable as like Eggman, and I was very excited for it. But I couldn't get it to work. Like I installed it, messed around with it, it just wasn't doing it. Which was a shame because I was excited for it and wanted to show it off. I figured I'd show off one level as I didn't know how many power-ups I would miss, but I was like, I'll show off one as Amy and do the rest as playable Big. But fortunately it didn't work for me, so we're not going to see it. Like the mod works, people are like, oh hell yeah, mod works, are you gonna change this and that, whatever, blah blah. The creator has a video on like their YouTube channel, like I said, Electronuke. Electronuke. Oh, whoops, I looked down at my mod list and just totally ate it there. But it's a thing that works. It would have been fun to use. Fortunately, it didn't work for me, which, I'm perfectly fine continuing to play as Reject Amy because I think the skin fucking rules. But, you know, I wanted to give Big the Cat some love because we love Big the Cat. We appreciate him. We think he's very cool and powerful, and he is our friend. And this level's actually over. I didn't realize I was going to be able to talk through the entire level because I was just going to cut away. But no, we had to get that Big the Cat thing out of the way. Oh, I didn't get a Chao box, did I?
That was too close.
I don't see it in the corner, and I don't know if that's because I didn't find one at all. Damn. All those birds we found have gone to waste. So to answer that query I had earlier of like, oh shit, do all the stages line up? They don't. The power-ups we need for Shadow are in Radical Highway, which, you know, City Escape equivalent at the very least. Actually, it's more like Mission Street, I think. It's literally in between the two, so, you know, it's kind of a blend. But the other power-up we're missing for Shadow is in Skyrail, which isn't the jungle. Yeah, we went to Green Forest for the Sonic power-up in the last episode. I believe we did get a power-up in White Jungle as Shadow. It's just we happen to find that one. But we're talking about Shadow. We're not playing Shadow. We're going to be playing Rouge first. I decided to do them in the order that we played their levels. So let's go into Dry Lagoon, and I get to talk about the shame I feel. So I complained about this previously. Oh, and yeah, y'all get to hear that weird noise now. I guess I edited it in. I take it back because I don't think that weird noise isn't in the soundtrack, but it just keeps playing. Oh, it's the turtle. That's what that noise is. The noise is the turtle. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That stupid noise would bother me, but oh, hey, we have the power-ups, the animals and shit from the previous stage. Since we didn't go to the Chao Garden. Well, that's nice, at the very least. Oh, I wonder if we could have gone to Chao World from the stage select, and we didn't actually need a Chao key to do it. I didn't think about that. But here is the Rouge model we're using. It's Rouge XXL by Magic. That's all it says there. There's a link in the description to it. So, it's a bigger titty, bigger booty Rouge mod, and they have multiple sizes. But that's not all. This is where the real shame comes. And, you know, I don't mean to be, you know, kink shaming and yucking the yums and all that. But then I also have installed the Rouge Jiggle mod, so it turns up the jiggle physics, and it's upsetting. It's upsetting. I don't like it. If that's your thing, I'm glad that a thing makes you happy and you enjoy it, but it makes me feel shame. So sorry, I'm the shame boy, and I will continue to be the shame boy, I guess. We will be swapping to a different model after showing this one off. I just wanted to show it off because I was being very rude about the bigger titty mods, so I just decided to go all in and just continue to be rude about the bigger titty mod and show it off. And also, this is something I mentioned in the previous episode. With the Chao head, where the Chao head was a little jiggly. Oh, there's a thing in here, but this isn't where.
It looks like there's no treasure here.
No treasure here at all. I'm actually surprised. I figured this would be where the thing is. Are we here for? I think we're here for Mystic Melody. Yeah, we're here for Mystic Melody, but this isn't where we get the power up at the very least. Weird. Well, you know, oh, nice. We'll continue to look around. We'll find it. We're good. We're smart. No, I need to not pick up more animals, or I'll lose out on my parrot and my peacock. I think that was a peacock. I'm not a smart animal brain. At least we'll find an emerald. What animals? Oh, nope. I mean, we can grab 2 peacocks. That's fine. That will at least give us at least a +1 peacock in the grand scheme of things. What was I trying to say? I was trying to say something about the thick Rouge, whatever. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. I need to find a power-up. Might need to look it up. Oh, yes, the Chao's heads were very wiggly in the Chao Garden previously, and I think that the Jiggle Physic mod might have, like, messed with that. And then I think Tails might have been looking a little extra thick, too, from the mod. I'm not sure if it works that way, because Rouge's body in the game has always been a little silly. So it's kind of hard for me to tell if we're like which stage of the Shame Boy we're at. Right? What is Shame Boy? I don't remember what it's from. I remember the joke like, oh, your inner Shame Boy. Is that a Arrested Development thing? feel like it's either Arrested Development or a BoJack thing. I don't remember. I'm going to look it up because it's bothering me, and also I don't know where the stupid power-up is. Okay, so I looked up where the thing was and also looked up the Shame Boy thing. And I was nowhere close with my guess of maybe it was an Arrested Development joke or, or a BoJack joke. What it was is it's a optional book you can read in the video game, Tender Loving Care, which Super Great Friend did a big stream of at one point. Which is why, oh my god, I hate it so much. I mean, the ears are still floppy, and I enjoy the floppy ears, so I'll just focus on the ears instead of all the other unfortunate things happening. And actually, is there, because there was like a dragon in this room, in Knuckles' version of the room, so I was hoping for it to be similar. And they play like a weird like light flute when they do that. It's pretty cool. But no, I remembered Shame Boy, and you know, Shame Boy did not disappoint. And actually, oh hey, there's Peacock down here. Continue to pick up peacocks. I like the way the peacock aesthetic works, and you know, maybe we can start deciding on a final aesthetic for Zippy. That'd be nice. Also, Zippy's they're both going to evolve, but I'm not sure if when they evolve, if they lose their animal attributes, or if that's if that carries over into their adult stage of like evolution. I don't know. Chows are weird. They're very. There's way more to Chows than one would expect, and I figured, you know, we have Mystic Melody, we saw the store, we might as well just go back and check it out, what's in here. Oh, this thing like freaked me out for a moment, like, what? I was like, what the hell are these? And they're not a thing. I mean, there's a warp here, so it's gonna take us, oh hey, there's the golden beetle. Still not really sure. Well, the point of them is they give you points, and then points, I guess, is related to your score, so that's the point of the golden beetles, and I need to just like stop asking the constant question of, what's the point of it? Like, we know it's points. The point of it is points, and I know that, and I need to stop asking questions, because, you know, you ask stupid questions, you continue to ask stupid questions. This is how the quote goes. And, oh, this was just like one of those Mystic Melody things that takes you to a one-up, I mean, among the Golden Beetle for points and etc. So it's just interesting that, you know, you either get like points or, why am I breaking this? There's no emeralds around here. We've done a complete check of this area, so we need to go to the turtle area. And I believe that there's more to the turtle area than what we saw previously. Like, we just went to... oh, move. Stupid noise. Turtle noises are great. Because I believe when we played this, like, the normal version of the stage, we just came in here and, like, immediately found the emeralds we were missing and then just left. I believe we had managed to find 2 emeralds in that area. God, I still love her little shoot. Because there's like an entire like underwater area that we could check out. Another peacock. Go ahead, take it. Yeah, of course. I'm so worried about losing my peacocks, and now I'm gonna come out like guns akimbo peacock. Like, peacock akimbo. I guess I don't need the gun. The gun part was unnecessary, irrelevant, and nothing over here. I mean, there's an otter, but you know, otter's cute. Would be into it, but you know, not into it. You understand. We're a peacock family right now. We want to get our boy nice and peacocked up. And where is this emerald? So is it gonna be like in one of? Oh, I don't know. It just started to glow yellow, so we've got to be close, but we're not close. What do you guys say, Chao? Huge oasis. Interesting. Maybe it's gonna be over here. No, it started to get yellow over there, so maybe it's in the water. Oh, there's an emerald up there at the very least. Oh, damn! It was this emerald. It was pinging from yellow all the way over there. That was weird. Or maybe it was the second emerald, and I'm just dumb. That's probably the answer. The answer to most things in my life tend to be, oh no, I'm just dumb. And that answer tends to be, unicorn. That's acceptable. You know, unicorn's a fun, cool animal. Go ahead and come down here. I think if we get on the turtle again, it will move us to the previous stage. Oh yeah, and Rouge didn't get a thing for extending her oxygen like Nucky did. And I believe that she doesn't actually have one at all, so we probably shouldn't like play around in the water and get ourselves killed, but we do need to explore the water. I just don't want to get ourselves killed. I think we can latch onto the other turtle if we get close to it. Yeah, we grab onto the turtle and we'll continue, which is actually nice because there's a Big the Cat back here. Oh, it's just his tail. He's just chilling down there. Actually, I looked up where all the bigs were, which is actually why oh shit, we're gonna die. Which is why I know about this area. Let's go ahead. Oh no, we're yeah, it's close. It's close to death too. Oh, there it is. We found it. Nice.
I got it.
You did get it. Oh, that's floppy ears. Floppy ears save everything. Thank you, floppy ears. Yeah, so it was nice that we got to see more of that area, see the big the cat.
I'm ashamed to call myself a hunter.
We did our best. We were looking for a power up. It's fine, Rouge. Rouge, you did your best. You're working with a lot now, so it's going to be struggles from here on out. Oh wait, shit, we're a villain, so we can't influence Zippy, because if we do, then Zippy will become less good. We need Zippy to be max good to do our ultimate thing, our ultimate goal of getting some hero Chao, villain Chao. So I'm just gonna leave the animals here and hope they don't despawn. They'll probably end up despawning, which will be a shame. But I don't wanna give this much evil influence to our sweet precious boy. And I'm actually going to go ahead and restart the game now as well, so we can swap over to less upsetting mod for Rouge. So it turned out I was actually incorrect. I thought the other Rouge power-up that we missed was in Mad Space, but it's actually in the security hall, which we have an A rank. Oh yeah, we have an A rank in there because I kept dying, so our time was actually very low. So I've swapped the hat. Oh my god, the hat is so floppy that we should have used this from the start, but of course we had to hug our shame boy. So I guess hooray for that. So this is part of that festive Halloween outfit. So Rouge had a Halloween outfit in the other game, and this is just a slightly touched up version. I don't know entirely what's different, but yeah, it's just a cute little witch outfit. It's very good. So this game does have alternate outfits that are usable, I believe, only in 2-player. Oh shit, these fans have money squirting out of them. Like, this is supposed to be like some kind of like government facility. But that's just so funny that they just got money. Just coming out of the fans. Pretty good. And I don't actually know the way over to the thing. It said to go to the right from the beginning, so I just came over here and hoped we'd figure it out. Oh, here it is. I think it mentioned a Mystic Melody thing. But this witch outfit's very good. It's from the same. It's from the same festive Halloween thing. I was trying to make a point. It's very good. I enjoy it, and we come in here and we get the treasure. Oh, fucking! I did turn off the jiggle mod, and yeah, I turned off both of them. It's just the game still has some jiggle physics, and it's upsetting. So we got the treasure scope, which is the same thing as Oh, it's green though. That's neat. Oh, because it's like a scouter. That's fun. It's the same idea as Nucky's sunglasses. Just now it's the treasure scope. So now we have all of Rouge's power-ups, and we'll just play around for a little bit until I guess we die, because we're probably going to die in here. Oh shit, I should have gone back to the Chao garden to check on our animals, because if they didn't despawn before, they'll probably despawn when we get back, since, I don't know how persistent the animals are. I assume they leave immediately. And yeah, this level was a little rough on me. Just because I'm not very good at these segments. I guess I'm not utilizing the TVs that give you like little hints and stuff. But it was a little rough, and we managed to squeak by through the power of our extra lives, and we have 11 extra lives now, so it shouldn't be an issue. But we're not even getting like anywhere close. Like, we keep getting yellow on that one emerald, but it's not really doing much for us to just get yellow. Of course, we need more, and there's still not an emerald in here. We can do that every single time. That we always have the option to mess with that thing, but it doesn't really do what we want. I still don't get why we find like oh shit! I still don't get why we find like boxes and things we can pick up like that. Oh, these are things I can. Oh, no, she can't. She can't. Omo Chao, you were incorrect. It said something like, "Get." Wait, let me hear that again, because we're close to something. Ooh, wall. Is this not? Maybe this isn't a safe. Hey, Eggman, I'm just having some technical difficulties here. Difficulties. Cannot find the origin of these emeralds. Like, we're getting close to them, but not seeing them. I'm not sure if I'm just doing something wrong. We're being told we can dig into the safe, but I don't know if these just aren't saves. Maybe. I don't know. I don't. Oh wait, I did it that time. Okay, I'm not sure what I did different, but I did do something different. Oh, I have to hold the button. I wasn't holding the button. Oh. But she can't. Sometimes she can't, you know? So, it's trying... It's, and by it's I mean me, it's trying their best. One of me is do hard, good, try. I'm doing my best. I'm guessing... Oh, I was like, oh, we need to stop that so I don't get squished. And then just totally ate it. I know it's going to explode Eggman, but I can't find the switch to turn this guy off. And that's what I really need right now is the switch to turn this guy off, so we can...
I can't.
Okay, wait, no, I'm holding it here. Maybe only whenever the thing's glowing means that we can get into it? Interesting. There is an emerald right the fuck here that I cannot... Oh, wait, is it in the fan? Like, before there was, like, an emerald in, like, this, like, fan path that we could... No? There's an emerald. Very, very close to us. It is pinging red, but we're not able to collect... Oh, we only have 20 seconds left. Yeah. Don't think we're going to get it on this one. Just a hazard a little guess here and there. We managed to turn... Oh, that turned that one off. I don't know why I assumed that it would also turn this one off. Did we get a timeout on the other one? I feel like we just kept dying before. Oh, I wasn't sure if we... Oh, shit, and our emerald's gone. If we time out, we don't get the emerald. I'm so sure that we got emeralds. We got emeralds last time, but maybe I was just dying previously. So I guess we'll have to do that in the future if, you know, we get close to the timeout. I'll just kill Rouge, I guess. Sorry, Rouge. Okay, so I've been trying this for a while, and I think there's something I inherently just do not understand about the stage, because Chao... Oh, well, this guy has an emerald, so that's nice. I just had to complain about it to help find one. Chao says something along the lines of, like, oh, you can just open the safe by climbing onto it, but as you can hear, she can't. I can on the blue ones. On the blue ones, like, at the very top level, they have one that has the freaking... Oh my god, it was just like this? And this guy? No. Okay, that'd be too easy. Chao's like, oh, you just dig into it and you can get the emerald. Now the emerald, I was getting it to ping like red, like where it looks like I need to climb into one of these, but it won't let me. So I'm guessing that that's not the case. Like I would assume that the game's just not like glitched out in a way where like it's got to be close. So like it feels like it wants me to dig into like one of these, but that's not an option here. Is it just like hidden underneath like here? Because like we're like right on top of it. Like the thing is freaking out, so we gotta be close, but I just cannot see it. Don't know. And it's not like there's not an enemy that's super duper close to us. Like if there was, it'd be like, oh well, we just punch the enemy in the face, like we did with that robot that just happened to appear once I started to complain about it. It's like right here, but I can't see the damn thing. And like we can go to the next level up. If I were to come up here, there's like things we can punch, but it's not red. Like, it's yellow. The tracker, I mean. But there are like the safes we can climb into, but it's not red. But it was red down there. I'm not entirely sure. Like maybe the tracker's just a little weird. Oh, hey, there's a Chao crate in here. That you can actually see it in there. That's neat. So yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and open it up. Why not? The next one is empty. Oh, the next one is empty, as in the hint for the TVs. I tend not to use them just because I don't I assume that they're giving us good hints, and they're not like, oh well, this is just a generic hint, because the emeralds aren't always in the same location. So I assume that there's a degree of like randomizing. My first assumption was, oh, they'll tell you a hint for where it could be, but it's not guaranteed to be there. But maybe the TVs are set to only give you good hints. Yeah, it's gonna explode. The hint was it's empty, so like maybe it's just been sitting there in an open freaking thing this entire time, because it's like should be like right here underneath this like squishy, but I don't see it. What's going on? Like, is there an emerald? Like, what color emerald are we after? It's not yellow. So I was like, maybe it's yellow and it's just blending in really well. And we checked under here. It's not underneath here. The game, like, the camera swapped for a second, and I was so like, oh, I guess it is right there. We're not finding it. I think I'm just gonna have to kill Rouge and continue to work on it. I was gonna give up and just say, well, we don't actually need this power up. But oh shit, I just need something to kill her. There's nothing here to kill her. I mean, we could drop down this hole. I don't think that's gonna happen. I did manage to fall down here earlier. Oh hey, there's Big the Cat. Can I join him? No, I can't. I can't join him. Because I killed the guy right here. So it times out, and now the emeralds re-randomize. Ah, damn. I guess I could still actually give up now that I think about it. Anyway, I saw Big the Cat again. It made me excited, even though we just saw her. Yeah, because we do have the treasure scope. I wish the treasure scope stayed on when you jumped. I don't even get what it's doing. It's supposed to find hidden items, but like, what is it revealing to us? I don't entirely understand its nature. Oh, you got the thing? Well, it's red, so the emerald's got to be close to us. Oh, it was inside the thing. Okay, nice. Perfect. Hey, the emerald was actually in the thing that I kept complaining about. It was for once in there. Was that like a teal emerald? I didn't think there was a teal emerald. Maybe because there's there's 7 of them. There's blue. You got your blue. Oh, god damn it. You got your blue. You got your yellow. You got your green. Of course, you got to have your green emerald. It'd be kind of not exact. Yeah, it's like kind of like a light blue, like a teal. I don't remember that being an emerald, but I guess it is. And I'm so glad that we turned off the jiggle physics because it's bad enough at its default setting. Oh, rank. Whoa, I was surprised we got rank A, but we already got rank A on this level due to the same circumstances of resetting and stuff. And oh my god, my recording's already been going on for an hour, and we haven't even touched Shadow yet. Damn. Oh, and I brought back way more animals than I thought, and yeah, all our animals unfortunately despawned. We brought back so many parrots. Wow. I wish we could do something with y'all, but unfortunately, we can't yosh them because we don't wanna bring evil into Zippy's life. Chiron can have all the evil he desires, but unfortunately, no dark evil way for them. Let's go ahead and what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna exit out of the thing and come back in as like Sonic or some bullshit. We'll come back in as Wario, actually, because of course we're going to come back in as Wario. Just to see if, like, maybe things don't immediately despawn. I'm not entirely sure, though. So, we can at least play around with it. It doesn't take all that long just to pop in here. We can go, oh, and they are here, so cool. So, I just need to remember that if we want to do anything with this, if we leave animals, we just have to immediately come back. And I had forgotten since I went to go mess with Rouge's mod and just ended up totally forgetting. Okay, what are we going to do with you, my man? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and give you these raccoons. I think they're raccoons. They got the ringtails. The tanukis don't have ringtails. I think that's the way they work. I mean, there's more differences than that. The tanuki's more doggish, more dog-like. There are other changes. It's just the tail thing's an easy one for me to remember is like the ringtail. I really like the parrot stuff, so I'm glad that we brought a bunch of parrots back. Fortunately, I guess, as I said before, Zippy's aesthetics are kind of locked in, a bit limited by the hidden feet, the invisible feet, kind of locked he aesthetic in. Now, if we could get him a hat, like, I think it'd be fine. Like, we could put an egg on him, but I think he's the egg look pretty cool, but he's above the egg look. I want to get him something very cool, and we'll see. We will see what we can afford by the end of this Let's Play. Okay, I had to check the levels for them again, even though like I already confirmed it earlier in the episode, who was what and where. Oh, I was worried for a second my mod wasn't on. The mod for this one is Metal Shadow, made by Sonic Gamer 11 and Lone Devil. So I really like Metal Sonic. As y'all probably are aware of, the Sonic OVA and or the Sonic Adventure was my first tango with Sonic as a character. So I've just always thought Metal Sonic was cool and, kind of baked into Sonic for me, like as like a thing, just because it's like, hey, it's Metal Sonic, it's very cool. And, it's just a mod that makes a metal Sonic Shadow looking thing. Like you understand, you can see it. So I should have read the thing a bit better. The thing did say to come to a stack of crates, a road close sign, and that we were going to need Lightspeed Dash, or excuse me, the air shoes to be able to do this. So I'm guessing there'll just be a trail of rings somewhere. I was actually surprised the camera did a full 180 there. I wasn't expecting it. There's probably just a trail of rings somewhere. Yeah, I remember this. We saw Chao, and Chao was like, "Oh, if you had Lightspeed Dash, you could do something." And we come up here and we get the Flame Ring, which is what lets Shadow break the metal crates. He was the only character we didn't get the ability to break metal crates with, which is, you know, it's interesting that you know, they put this thing in a place that was unlikely to get it if you were just playing it, you know, cash au natural. They had what was probably a important upgrade for every other character, even though I already said my piece about I'm very persnickety about locks and keys and stuff in games and power-ups, and just a power-up that makes you stronger. Like, while it is like it feels good because it's like, yes, I'm stronger now, and I have like a very numerical way to process that my character is stronger because, you know, they can do a thing. Oh yeah, we didn't get the bounce ring. That's the other thing we're missing from the boy. And who are we powering up? We're evil, so we're going to be powering up Chiron. And Chiron don't need no animals, unfortunately. Sorry, animals, but we're good. We only want those delicious chaos drives for Chiron. Which, oh, damn it, I wanted to trick off that to get some points. Well, I guess it would have gotten its points. I don't really care, actually, about points. It would have gotten its air, which would have been cool, which I would have liked, because being cool is the most important part of Sonic. Other than, like, going fast. But, you know, going fast is beholden to, you know, looking cool. You go fast to be cool. You don't be cool to go fast. I bet you didn't think about it that way. I also hope that made sense. And also, I think, yeah, there's a Big the Cat on that got ring. I'm not sure if we saw him before. It's so funny. I mean, I was going to make like a separate video where we like go over the big locations, but I didn't want to have to play through like the entire game again because Big's freaking everywhere. And I don't think we've seen all the Bigs in the game just from like this playthrough. I'm actually going to try that again because I would like to. I would like to take that upper route. Not that I know it's... I mean, the upper route's normally the better route in Sonic. Oh, no, I guess we're not going to make it. Okay, that's fine. The upper route's normally the faster route in Sonic. I think it's like traditional design. I don't know if that always applies or applies here. What's going on here, Chao? Oh, there's a pole. My brain wasn't like... We keep doing these pole things, but my brain wasn't like processing, oh yeah, the pole. Pole is good to make thing... Oh, no, I guess we're dead. Oh, no, there's a current down here. That's strange. It's also not fall underneath that building, because I bet that would kill us. Well, that worked out. I don't know why or how it worked out, but it did. And, you know, sometimes you can just be grateful to be alive. And that's fine. You don't have to make a big show of it. And that's just going to give us an... Oh, let's just open it. I was going to say it's just going to give us an animal, but what if it gives us something cool? That could be useful. Oh, you know... I'm going to risk it, you know? I'm gonna risk taking the unicorn and putting a unicorn on Chiron. I really like his aesthetic, but a unicorn horn would be, well, maybe not. Well, we can keep the unicorn. We learned that the animals will stick around, so it could be worthwhile just to hold on to the animals, and then we'll, you know, give them the zippy. Yeah, oh, shit. What? Yeah, those rings are still coming after us. It's like we're doing a Green Devil run in Mario 64. I wonder if they're still chasing us or if they've given up, because it's been a little while. We do got ring. We actually have quite a few rings, which is nice, since, you know, we're going to want to eventually maybe buy something cool for our sweet precious children. Probably Zippy. Oh, those rings are catching up. Probably Zippy, since he's the one having the aesthetic problems at the moment, thanks to not having legs, which ended up being a little unfortunate since it seems to be precluding him from... Oh, shit! I thought that was going to hit us, and I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because we had a shield. Oh, I was hoping those rings would fly in during this cutscene. Oh, When the rings text came in, I just saw like movement coming from the side, and I got really excited.
That wasn't so hard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Shadow. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cool mod for Shadow. You know, the character mods are a little interesting. So obviously Sonic has the most. I think Tails has the least. Rouge has quite a lot. We know why. I've already kink shamed enough this episode, but we know why. Rouge has quite a lot. Knuckles actually doesn't have all that many like just skin mods. And Shadow is actually, there's surprisingly not a whole lot of Shadow. Most of Shadow's mods are just like things to give him like alternate colors. Because, there's a lot of skin mods that are like, well, here's, just a color swap that makes it my, like, Sonic the Hedgehog OC. I'm not talking shit or anything. It's just there are, in fact, a lot of those. Oh, no, I didn't mean to pet you. What am I doing? I guess I could pick you up and throw you into... No, I was like, I could pick him up, throw him into a wall to counteract that, but it's probably fine to accidentally pet him once. We'll come back in and we'll have the good Sonic, not the bad Sonic. Give him a good pet, so he understands. Just because the dark evil way has tried to influence him and bring him to the side of dark, but that's not the cool thing that you should be doing. The cool thing you should be doing is, where are the other fucking animals? Where'd they go? They just I mean, I guess that happens sometimes. Sometimes animals just despawn. Like, we had it happen to our fruits, which are growing pretty slowly. But I mean, I guess they're maxed out on their like alignments for the most part. So I think it is just time at this point, waiting for stuff to happen. Hell yeah, unicorn holy. This is actually a good look. It's a bit hodgepodge, but I'm feeling it. Together, it's fine. It's a good look. I'm enjoying what Zippy is giving us right now. Chiron, obviously, very good aesthetics going on. I do still think I preferred Chiron as a good Chao with the white purple pink as opposed to the black purple pink. But I think the red of his crest is just getting in the way of. It's just one too many color. Like, if instead of a red crest he had a pink or a purple crest, I think I wouldn't have ever brought it up, and then I would be like, oh shit, this is very good. Okay, so apparently this one's close to the beginning of the episode. Oh my god, the beginning of the stage, which it was surprising we didn't find it because we were stuck at the beginning of the stage. At least, oh shit, there were rings on that side too. I remember the rings at the end of this one, but not the rings at the other side. I remember being stuck here for quite a while, so it's interesting that we didn't get it. And I don't need this, but I'm going after it anyways. And wait, actually I just saw what the power up for this one is. Does Nucky, not Nucky, this isn't, I said Nucky because, Nucky was like, not actually the bad Sonic, but he kind of had that like vibe where it's like, the blue-red, we've talked about this. Oh shit, I wanted to go up there, but just camera did not want to agree with me. Because what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to come over here, and apparently there's like a line of enemies or something that we can destroy, which is a little surprising to me that we didn't find it, because we were stuck here for quite a while. Let me just swap the camera around, because I did see there's this guy, but that one enemy is not a line of enemies. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is actually, that makes sense why we wouldn't have found it. An invisible thing. Like, yeah, of course I wouldn't have found it. Okay, and his thing is the light attack. Does he just not get a? Oh shit! That he's gonna get him. Oh. Man, I probably had to put a screen warning. He cannot get them. He's just orbiting them at this point. This is great. I probably had to put a warning on screen for that though, because this is making me sick. And oh boy, and now we're dead because the damn thing didn't work out right. But it's fine. We got the power up. I guess I'll just play through bad Pumpkin Hill, because this isn't the good Pumpkin Hill, even though the good Pumpkin Hill actually kind of sucks as a level. But I mean, that's more to do so with the weird treasure hunting stuff, and maybe if we play more Pumpkin Hill with the changes made by being able to track all the emeralds, maybe all the emeralds. Oh no, it is the emeralds. I was thinking Chaos Emeralds for a moment. I was like, no, they're not emerald, but no, we are going after Master Emeralds in that stage, so that was correct. It wasn't correct in my mind, but the words I used were in fact the correct words. So hooray, and please get on the rail. And so I don't really actually have much to say about Shadow. He's cool. We kind of went over it. I like the Metal Sonic. Oh, actually, that's something we can talk about. There are like other playable characters that are in like 2-player, and I've seen people play as them like in like levels and in like the Chao Garden, which I assume is like some kind of mod or something. And I probably should have looked into it, but I just didn't. Oh, actually, let's hit the checkpoint before we take the Mystic Melody thing. where like T-Call, Chaos, Metal Sonic are all like playable characters to some regard. Like they're in like the 2-player, and then I guess they just people have made mods to put them in the full game. I'm not sure if that's what's happening there or if it's something else. And oh, look, these cute little scarecrows. Which is interesting. We probably could have played a little bit more with, I could have found those mods. We could have played with those. But I didn't. So there. I just wanted to mention that because I guess that's, a thing that we could have done. We could have done more alternate playable characters. Although given what happened with, this is the way down. Oh, this is the way down. Oh, that was just on top of this thing. That was neat. What happened with Playable Big? I wonder if I would have not had any luck with the other mods as well of like alternate playable character. I don't know. It's just a thing I wanted to mention because it was interesting, and like it makes some sense. Like Metal Sonic, would be an easy replacement for Shadow. Like oh yeah, you can just play Metal Sonic and Sonic's or Shadow's stages, and even then, like even in Sonic stages, you could use Shadow's animations because I assume the animations. I assume Sonic and Shadow play identically. Like they have different power-ups, upgrades, whatever you want to call them, due to the differing amount of their levels. Since Shadow has less levels, which I found interesting. I mean, I guess there's just less levels in Dark Story, which makes sense. Oh, wow, I did bad there. There's less levels in Dark Story, which makes sense because if you're going to focus on one, give one more. Whoops! I was trying to jump on the rail so I could like homing attack and get us some speed, but it was not happening there. It just makes sense to give the heroes more stages. It makes sense. Y'all understand. But it is interesting because I feel like the story of the game, like obviously the story of the game, doesn't come together until you see both sides of it. But the hero side felt like they were just. I mean, I guess the thing I'm talking about mostly is like Eggman wanting to blow up the world. Which still doesn't entirely make sense in the Dark Story. It seems like Eggman just just went too far, where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna threaten the world so I can rule it, bada bing, bada boom, and then he kind of forgot that like he wasn't actually gonna blow up the world, and it was just in fact a threat. And then he was like, no, I'll blow up the world. Fuck you guys. Maybe Eggman, a little bit of a dipshit. He's very, he's one of those smart dipshits. That is actually like a trope where it's like, oh, this is a smart person, but they're also dipshit. High ent, low whiz. That's kind of the point I was trying to make. But also, the point I'm also making is it's a shame that Shadow doesn't get a bounce. I almost said bounce pad, but the bounce like ring power up thing that Sonic got, because I thought that power up was very cool and I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm actually going to just check to make sure that I didn't miss some power-ups, because it does make sense since he has less stages to just not have all the power-ups. But the bounce ring is so cool that it's just a shame not to see it. Yeah, you're not at full power here because it's daytime Pumpkin Hill. Are you kidding me? Who thought that was a good idea? Give me an evening, a nice. I was gonna say autumnal. I think I've talked at length about me mixing up evening and autumnal in a previous Let's Play. I feel like I've talked about that for some reason, and I'll just continue to wonder about it while I feed my child and look up the stuff. Oh, and actually, let's talk about this before I cut away. So, we want to see our boys grow up to be big and healthy. And oh wait, his head's starting to get a weird shape. I guess because he's a full like dark, so he's like the dark Chao get like natural horns built into their head, but it's not like horns. It's like they're like head tail whip thingies. I never know what to call those things. Like, wait, Mewtwo doesn't have one. Mewtwo doesn't have a head tail whip thing. He does when he's Mega Mewtwo Y. But Chaos have them. Chaos has one. A head tail whip. You understand. Whereas I think that the good Chao get more like, I don't know. I think their head just kind of rounds off. Like you can see, like he doesn't really have much here. Yeah, his head's just a bit rounded, whereas this one's kind of getting like dual head tail whippy thingies. Which is the point I was trying to... Not the point I was trying to make. That was a detour. We want to see our boys grow up to be big, healthy, and strong. And apparently we just need to let time pass. And so, assuming that I did in fact get all the power-ups, and I didn't miss any, which I don't think I did, we're just going to have to sit here and wait for them to do their thing. Because we've checked out the races. I guess we could go run another race just for shits and gigs. I mean, I guess we could get an emblem out of it. I don't really care about getting emblems. Not a priority of mine. But we do need to let time pass. So I guess this is going to be sort of the end of the episode. Episode for me, because apparently we need to let 3 hours pass in here. So I'm just going to leave a recording going and hope I don't run out of disk space.
Yup. Yup.
So, as you can see, Zippy has entered a cocoon, and music's playing because... excuse me, I've been waiting a little bit. He's evolving? I don't know how long this takes. Don't know if I've ever seen the actual evolution process. So, for full disclosure, the sound keeps happening. Oh, yeah, here we go. Zippy's coming out. Zippy's coming out. I'll give you the disclosure in a minute. Zippy has evolved. Zippy's entered their final form. Well, I don't know final, because there's a lot to Chao evolutions. Like Zippy's now an adult Chao, an adult hero Chao. And as you can see, the little pom-poms become a halo. The effects around like the body have changed a little bit. Looking really cool. Very, very good look for you, Zippy. Cannot wait to see what you come up with, my little man. Maybe I'll give him a little pet. Well, I guess we'll just pick you up while we're at it. I was trying to pet you. Just, maybe, just a little pet on the head. Give you a little bit of inspiration to digivolve like your brother just did. So, full disclosure. This is next day after the previous recording. I walked away with the game on because I was like, oh, it'll need some time before this thing happens. So I went, made dinner, came back, and both our chows had evolved. And I was like, oh, shit, I guess, I'll just re-record this. Or since I missed the evolution process, we'll, just take a look at them at a different time. And then I came back and they had not evolved because I didn't exit out with saving the Chao data. So we were able to capture the beautiful moment of Zippy becoming the first one to evolve, which is interesting because Chiron born first, but Zippy, I guess, born more powerful. It's hard to say, hard to know. The mysterious world and inner workings of Chao. Who's to say, who's to know? Also, our trees are just gone. The other trees, the hero, devil tree, dark tree, just totally disappeared. I guess they only produce so many fruit and then disappear. It seems kind of bad. Like, you get 4 fruit and the damn thing's gone. The perfect fruit trees in Animal Crossing, they give you 9 before they go away. But, these trees only gave us a few. I'm going to, I guess, just keep recording, see if we can catch the moment of Chiron's evolution. Because Chiron should evolve soon as well. Here, while we're waiting for Chiron, let's just go ahead and take Zippy to his new home. This is the last time our brothers are going to be together in the same way that they have. They've grown up, they have new homes, they have new places they can go to. Because now that we have a hero Chao, we have access to the hero garden. And in the hero garden, oh my god, I was playing a game while waiting. I'm hoping it's not getting picked up by the mic. My laundry probably is, though. Sorry. Hey, child rearing, child birthing. No children were birthed now, but child rearing, it's unexpected, and sometimes you're doing laundry when your child decides to go to college. Because here it is, the hero garden. This is Zippy's new home, and Zippy flew all the way over there very quickly. There's a new egg here, so there'll be eventually another child for Zippy to hang out with. Zippy, maybe he's now a parent. Maybe you're the parent now, and you have to take care of this one. I don't know. This is all up to you, my man. You enjoy your life with your new trees, your new place. I don't know why I was so dedicated to, oh shit, we have to show off the gardens. But when I played this game for the first time, and I got a hero Chao, because hero Chao was the first one I got, and then I had to work a little bit longer to get a dark Chao, but it might have just been I played the hero story first, and it just happened. Hard to say. When I found the other gardens, I got very, very excited, even though they don't really, I guess, do much. I guess they give you a new place to hang around in. They give you, I guess you can have more Chao, because I think each garden has, a set amount of Chao that they can have in it, and I'm guessing that upgrades it. So Chao World, there's not really a ton to do. Like, the Chao are decently complex, and like their evolution and like all the different things you can do to them. How its inner workings are. It's neat, but there's not a terrible amount to do with them. Like, aside from the race and the karate. There's not much. There was a mod, which I'll put in the description, which I didn't install, that was like an expanded Chao world that, like, I don't think it gave you like more activities to do with them, but it added more like nuance into like raising them and gave like different effects and like patched things in that were removed or unavailable. Like, there's things like character Chaos where like they were just like Chaos that looked like the characters in the game. And I think there were only a few of them, and they weren't like actually used, except for like one, like the Tails Chao you could get via a downloadable thing. I don't know. I'm not a brain genius at the Chaos, obviously, but I was excited to raise our precious little boys up to adulthood. I guess Zippy became a parent first. Sometimes the older sibling, isn't the one to pump out kids and become a hero. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time when you're on that dark path, and I actually have no clue why you're not evolving. Let's check your Chao data. See, like, I guess I could look at this all I want, but this doesn't mean anything to me. I see time remaining. I assume that's time remaining until Chiron dies, but I don't understand the, Oh, that's interesting. We can come in here and we see that, the DNA baked into Chiron's favorite fruit, are different. So even though, like, the Chaos weren't, like, initially bred, like, we didn't sit down and make two Chaos mate. They, essentially still have parents. Oh yeah, that is actually a thing. I've gone back and forth about, like, there are precious little boys, or using like non-gendered terms for the Chao, but I believe the Chao are canonically genderless. There is the mating that you can do with them, and there is no like gender system of, you need this gender to mate with this one. Like, no, just any Chao can fuckle up with another Chao. But Zippy and Chiron, they are related. They are brothers. Non-gendered brother, sibling, that's the word, dumbass. They're siblings, and they will not fuckle up, because, they were raised, it's just bad. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. He's a very jiggly head. Maybe the Chaos just have jiggly heads. And I guess that's really all that I wanted to do for Chao stuff, so let's just wait for Chiron to hit the big cocoon, and we'll go check out the hell one. And here we go. Chiron, also ready to take the final step into adulthood. I saw Zippy decide, I'm ready for adulthood, and go on to the hero garden. And Chiron just wasn't ready yet. Sometimes you just need a little bit more time. Chiron spent basically the entire time in that pool. Just, he wanted to go for a swim, see what he was feeling in life before he really decided where to go. I believe there are different colored cocoons as well. Ooh, that was a little jazzy number compared to the other one. I guess just the difference between hero and dark. Oh, there's also, I guess, there's also like a neutral Chao. So like if you were to raise your Chao like in the neutral zone, without, favoring hero or dark, you could end up with an adult neutral Chao. But, we wanted to go for the extremes, unlock the other things. And look how cool this guy's looking. Like, I was complaining about the red influence in the design, not really feeling it, but this looks really good. Super into it. We got some like yellow and orange that we didn't have previously, but it worked out in the end. And he just became an adult. First thing he wants to do is nap. He's learned well, and actually he has a nice little like purple like he has like a darker purple like inner bit. I don't really know what you would call that, and then like kind of like a lighter purple outer section, which I think is very neat. But time to go to Chao Hell, and we can see the scary Chaos stopping us from getting into the dark garden, which is very scary, very cool. So I had mentioned that there were like an additional like Chao mod that you could do to make like the Chao like stuff, give it more junk. It's in the description. I don't know a lot about it because for reasons I said, and the noises here are just a little cacophonous with the ahs. Oh shit! It's a little annoying, but it's good annoying. Here, you live here now. But it's cool. I like finding the extra Chao gardens. It was nice. What I was trying to say though is there are mods to change what the Chao gardens look like, and I was tempted to do it, but we hadn't seen the dark and hero gardens in their normal state, so no reason to like go and switch it. And actually, can you sell a Chao egg back? You probably can sell the Chao egg. I'm not going to steal Chiron's child and go. Chiron, I'm sorry. I have to know. As your grandfather, I have to know if I'm allowed to sell your baby. Look, hey, it happened to me too. It happens to everyone. Eventually, your parent comes in and says, I'm going to see if I can sell your child at the black market at the kindergarten you went to. And that's just a totally normal part of life, and we all have to accept that. See, we can't even do it, so it did nothing but sate my curiosity. And look, as you can see, Dr. Eggman already rotting, the flesh already rotting. So you have to just let Dr. Eggman do what he wants to do. It's fine. See, no one was hurt. All it did was sate our questions. I got to look like a jackass, and it's fine. So that's it for Chao raising. I mean, obviously there's more races, there's more karate we could do, but we've seen it. We've experienced the love of seeing your child go from a dipshit baby who egg you accidentally threw against a wall, but then it gave life, so it's perfectly fine, to adulthood, and we're probably not going to get to see our great-grandchildren, or not great. They're not great just yet. They have to earn that title. But we'll probably come back and say hi to them before we finish this LP proper, because we're not done just yet. There's a few little bonus things I want to do. Next episode is going to be a doozy. We're going to do some weird stuff. And then after we do some weird stuff, I want to look at some of the extra missions that you can do. Like every single stage has 5 missions. And if you want to, complete the game, you would have to go do all the missions for every stage, and then also get an A rank in all of them. But getting an A rank doesn't give you an extra emblem. What it does is when you get all A ranks in a stage, and maybe for a character, I think it's maybe just for when you get all A ranks for a character, it gives you an additional emblem. And I'm not interested in doing all of those, but I at least want to take a look at the extra missions, because the extra missions sound like they would be fun. And maybe something that one day, if I was up to it, we could come back and do it. But we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling on the next few episodes. As we continue to play Sonic Adventure 2, Beyond the Point. We've lived, we've learned, but we're continuing to live, continuing to learn.